This episode is brought to you by Precision Fuel and Hydration, a proud supporter of the Inside Running podcast. It keeps us fueled on our long runs and races. Are you training for your next big race and still guessing your nutrition? Inside Running Podcast listeners, 2026, this is the year you stop winging it. Precision Fuel and Hydration is the answer. Their free online planner helps you nail your sodium and carb intake so you don't fade when it matters most. Visit precisionhydration.com, and while you're there, place your first order and get 15% off when you use the code IRP2026. Welcome to episode number 458 of the Inside Running Podcast. A massive thank you for being with us for another week. Just checking out this agenda here. A bit happened in the last week of distance running. City2Surf, the world's biggest fun run, happened up in Sydney. We'll chat about that. World Juniors, they were over in Eugene, Oregon. So we'll chat about some of the younger performances over there. Whispers, Moose on the Loose, Coral Kook / Moose on the Loose. Still making sense of that segment. Listen to question, plus we'll preview a few things that are coming up. Welcome to my co-host. He's a 2:14 marathoner. He's based in Anglesea. How are you this week, Julian Spence?
I'm pretty good, mate. Pretty good. Just ticking along now.
Ticking along. Just becoming a training partner? Is that what you're doing at the moment? Just getting Ali through the city marathon?
Training partner, motivational speaker.
Mentor.
Coach. Just everything. Best friend, maybe. She called me her best friend, mate. Could do. I don't know. I wouldn't call her my best friend, but she probably calls me her best friend.
How's the sleep been? A bit of sickness in your household?
That Monday night was the Sunday night was the worst ever, and then I was out of there, and then apparently back home on the Monday night was the second worst ever. But yeah, the kids were sick. The Inklings were right. They broke out in all sorts of sores and stuff, and got hand, foot, and mouth, both of them together. So that was pretty rough at the start of the week. Not a lot of hours of shut eye, but we're back now. Boys are healthy, and good. On to the next one. Good.
I reckon every parent's had that, haven't we, Croaks? Welcome to you this week. Just not twice at the same time.
We've had all the kids' sicknesses. Now primary school, the old head lice. Head lice gets shared amongst friends.
Gives them an itchy head.
Yeah, and you need to every time you get these emails saying, "Oh, there's a case in kindergarten," so it's like, okay, Collis, you got to use this special like shampoo and. Yeah, so I don't know how many times the kids have had that shampoo through their hair. So,
do you see them all come out, the lice?
Viv, like they have this like special comb that you can go through and you can pick out the eggs and the lice or whatever. Yeah, so
jeez,
got all that to look forward to, Moose.
If you just shave the kids' heads, does that get rid of them?
Probably helps.
Yeah, okay.
Collis has a big, lush. Big, thick set of black, like just real, I don't know, Fonzie-like hair though.
Well, yeah, except you got a haircut today. Got the old lightning bolt down the side of his head, and I was like, I hate it. I was like, Viv, no, don't let him get it.
Yeah. Hudson always asks for that.
That's going to go well next to you though, with your Fox hoodie. And then the lightning bolt haircut kid next to him.
Yeah.
You look good. Thailand.
Yeah, what is it, Patong Beach or something?
That's it, Patong Beach.
Croaks in the pluggers and the Fox hoodie. You're not over there, Croaks. You won't take your hoodie over there, will you?
Too hot for a Fox hoodie.
They got Fox board shorts.
Wednesday morning.
What was that, Brady?
Board shorts. When do you go? Wednesday morning.
We fly out, leave Canberra Wednesday, fly out Thursday.
Okay.
You got like jet skis lined up for yourself over there?
Nah, I haven't lined anything up. I'm sort of just passenger.
It'd be hard to plan a holiday when your life is basically a holiday.
True. But that being said, it's come at the perfect time. Like running's sort of gone to shit. So it's like, well, what a perfect time to go on a holiday.
This is the perfect time. We were talking about you yesterday around Lake Wendouree about remember they used to send Dennis Rodman just to Vegas for a couple of nights for a real big blowout? Injured,
I don't think they sent him. He just went.
I think he left and they might have known where he was. But this is what Croaks needs. Just deal with this injury, blow it out. Someone in the pack was talking about you trying vaping over there, Croaks. They're like, he just needs to get on the vapes, get into Bangalore Road there, just have a real big blowout. Vape responsibly. I probably shouldn't have been joking about that.
Don't think I'll be doing that, but it should be a fun trip.
Send some pics, mate. Send some pics into the group.
Oh yeah, back here in the middle of winter, Moose and I slaving away.
You got to ask Saka for a few of his hookups. I think he's got a few girlfriends over there.
He's not going to like that. I think he goes for golf trips.
Oh, of course he goes for golf, mate. We always went for golf trips. It was always a golf trip.
Let's move on. Croaks, give us an injury update.
So I ran a couple of times last week. So Monday, I got out so the week before I ran on the Friday and I cut the hour run short just because my calf, it wasn't painful, but it was just felt like it was on the edge of cramping on me like it was last year. So I didn't run on the Saturday or the Sunday. So then Monday I went out for, ended up doing 10K. It was good for the first probably 20 to 30 minutes. And then after that, it just got that sort of feeling. Have you guys ever had it where your calf, it's not sore, but it starts to just quiver and feels like it's going to sort of go on you. It's going to grab. You guys ever experienced that?
Yeah, I've had that before.
No.
Yeah. So you're not in pain, but you're calf, it just doesn't feel stable. It doesn't feel right. So, so I stopped at 45 minutes. Had it been good, I would have gone for an hour. And then I jumped on the bike that afternoon for 45 minutes. Tuesday, did a session on the bike, 6 by 6 minutes with 1 minute easy in between. Went to the gym that afternoon. And then on the Wednesday, I thought, all right, well, I'll run on the treadmill instead of running outside and see how that goes. Listen to your Shoe Geeks interview, actually, Moose, for this one. So I did 10K on the treadmill at 4:37s. Absolutely nothing for the first 30 minutes. I'm running along going, calf's totally fine. And then just, the last 15 minutes, that same sort of feeling of my calf feels like it's about to go again. And then when I finish the run, if I go into a deep, if I bend my knee, so a bent knee sort of calf raise and then really sort of toe off, there was some tenderness, along the inner shin. So I'm all right, well, I can't do this every second day. So I'm just going to treat it as if I do have a bit of a calf strain, give it a bit of time off. I've got nothing to train for. I'm going on holidays. So that was my last run. I took Thursday off completely. Then on the Friday, I did 4 10-minute reps with a minute. I had, I think, 90 seconds recovery between those. Was actually watching the World Juniors. So I did this in the middle of the day, 11:15. And so I got to watch the men's and women's 1,500 heats and things like that. So it was a good way of passing the time. Did an hour on Saturday, and then yesterday I did an hour 45. So I must say, riding the bike as supplementary training for the running is really enjoyable. I love getting on there 2 to 3 times a week, 45 minutes each. But doing it every day as your form of fitness, it doesn't hit the same way as going out for a run. So I'm looking forward to. I definitely won't do the same amount of training while I'm away. There's no way I'm going to go and sit in the gym and ride for an hour on the bike. Look, it's easy to do at home because I've got the TV in front of me in the garage. So I'm hoping that while I'm away, I can get back to that return to run. So just go to the gym and jump on the treadmill, run for 5 minutes, jump off, give it a minute rest, jump on for 5 minutes, and just slowly progress the running so that by the time I get home, I'm at least able to just run for a week and then maybe hopefully resume some sessions after that. So,
Sounds like it handles 30 minutes fine.
Yeah.
Why don't you just run 30 minutes then?
Yeah, but it still has that. I still think it develops some tenderness in that 30 minutes. So if I was to stop at 30 minutes and do that bent knee calf raise, I reckon it would still be a little bit like aggro. And so at the moment, like the pain has sort of gone through the muscles. So so that's good. But I'm doing those exercises like every second day that I did, which fixed it last time. But I probably had a bit of a strain at Albert Park, because as soon as I crossed the line and I was like walking back to change shoes, I'm like, like my inner shin is actually really like sore. And then I could feel it cooling down. And then even just walking around Melbourne for the next couple of days, it was my calf was tender, which probably indicates that there was some little strain. And when you're running for 30 minutes every second day, it's just not healing.
Do you reckon you did it during the race? And second part of that, Moose, for you, the fast R's has been calf strength, hasn't it? Do you ever wear that other than racing cross? Because your man on that interview the other day, Moose, remind me of his name. Damien with an O.
Yeah.
Damo, you called him though a lot throughout that interview. He was
I checked with him. I said, is it all right if I call you Damo?
Damo. No, I loved it. It was very enjoyable. But he did say, like, if you're going to wear that shoe, you need to do work in it to get your calves ready.
Yeah. So it would have happened during the race because I was totally fine warming up, totally fine doing strides. And to be honest, like I didn't even feel it during the race. It was just afterwards I'm like, my calf's like quite tender. But yeah, I've worn it for a couple of sessions, but I hadn't worn it since Sydney 10. So I've raced in it 3 times. I've done 3 10K races in it, and I've probably done 2 sessions in it. But I hadn't worn it for 6. Well, what's the gap between Sydney 10 and Lakeside? Maybe 7 weeks or something.
Okay. You do calf raises and stuff at the gym? Yeah,
I do calf raises every week. Yeah. So, but it is a bit of an unstable shoe. Like I even felt during the race that like if you're not moving well and you're not hitting the right spot, it is a very clunky shoe. There's times when I'm like, maybe I should have been in like the Meta Speed, where it feels like a normal shoe.
I was talking to a guy the other day. He's in that what's it called, Moose? Sub 3 project or whatever. Puma's one.
Yeah.
He's doing that for Chicago. And I said to him, I'm like, you got to make sure you're doing heaps of work in that shoe before you're racing at Chicago. And they actually give him a couple of pairs, like a training pair, then a fresh pair when they get over there, I think. They look after him really well in that program.
Rob Wilson loves that shoe. Like
good program.
He races in it all. Like he does the marathon in it. And I'm not sure how much
this guy's got to do.
I'm not sure how much gym work Rob does. I don't think he does much at all.
He didn't mention it I don't think he was allowed to really mention too much, but there's a update coming to the shoe that makes it more user friendly, and it might take a little bit of the aggressiveness away, but it should provide a much more forgiving base for the marathon or for everyone in general.
Do you know what I mean by that clunkiness, Moose? Where because it's, I guess,
the
shoe is like
100%.
Like there's 2 parts to the shoe. If you're not hitting it perfectly, you just feel really sort of out of rhythm and I guess clunky is sort of the word I would use.
That's kind of why it's so harsh on the calf, is because you have to hit that spot for it to work well. And if you're not hitting that spot, it feels like what you're describing. So you shift back to hitting that spot. So your calves don't get a chop out. See, with the other shoes that are less aggressive, you can land wherever you want. You're not going to get that negative feedback that the Fast R gives you. And so the calves can almost switch off for a little bit. But that's why it is aggressive. But you heard the numbers. Yeah, unanimously better.
Yeah. Well, that's the reason I wore it. That's the reason I've been racing in it is, hey, it's like, well, especially over the shorter distances, I figure, well, if you're more economical in it, then why not? And look, my calves were totally fine the first 2 races I did in it.
Yeah. I got to put that back on.
It's a fun shoe.
After you listen to that interview, you're like, "What? That's my shoe. I got to wear this." Like, why would I not wear the shoe that is the best on the market in terms of improving economy? You got to try it again anyway.
Yeah, with the point to get yourself ready to use it.
Yeah, but I think there's a difference between calf strength. Like, I can push a fair bit of weight on my leg press with my calves and doing like the Smith machine and all of that. And I've been doing that for a good 6 months now. And my calves still get sore when I run. And it's been a weak point since when I first began. And it's still a weak point now for me. So there might be something about the way biomechanically we load it different person to person.
All right, Croaks, perfect time for a holiday.
I agree.
Very good. You would reckon you'll buy us a present over there, Moose? Pick us up something?
What do you reckon, mate?
We should.
I would just love
nice to get something, wouldn't it?
I want to see like a vlog from him over there, like a daily vlog.
Can you get me a fake like Rolex or something, Croaks?
I'm actually thinking of totally like clocking off and like just having a whole like 7, 8, 9 days of just no social media whatsoever. Like just checking
Reset.
emails.
Yeah, I'm going to send.
Don't even check the emails.
I'll send you all the memes on email then.
All the screenshots that you send through every day.
I'll just instead of sending it into the group, I'll just group emaao.
Yeah, I like that idea, Croaks. Don't even take your phone.
Yeah, well, I'm not
leave it in the car.
I'm not taking computer. I'm not even going to take your iPad. Kids have got an iPad for like the bus trip and stuff. Yeah,
jeez,
off
Rob
Strava.
Going to struggle.
Strava.
Might find a men's shed over there. You know,
find a men's shed.
Yeah,
get to a pub.
I'm telling you,
Aussie pubs over there to watch the NRL, weren't they?
Don't know.
Yeah, there would be.
Zach has got all the details, mate. Ask Zaka. I'm not telling any lies. The bloke goes there like once a month.
Hey, it's Brady here. I'm excited to tell you about our partner this week. I've used this one all the time when I go overseas. Croaks will be using it when he's over in Thailand this week. Moose when he went to London. As I said, I gave it a good usage when I was over in Boston earlier this year. It is Saily. Saily is a game changer for staying connected when you travel. It's an eSIM service app that lets you choose from a huge range of affordable data plans in over 190 countries and 8 regions. Think about it, you land in a new city and boom, you've got data, no more scrambling. If you're heading overseas for your next marathon or even a holiday, running is a fantastic way to experience the world. But here's a question. How often has travel planning been a hassle for you? Even staying connected once you land. I know I've been there desperately searching for Wi-Fi, getting stung by crazy roaming charges or wasting time hunting down a local SIM card. Enter the world of eSIM and Saily has you covered. First, you just download the app. You only have to download it once and it's on your device and you're all set. No more swapping SIMs for every country. Plus the plans are super affordable, which is crucial when you're saving up for those race entry fees and flights. And for those who are planning a multi-country trip, like a European marathon tour, Saily offers global and regional plans too. Imagine this, you're in a new city, using Saily to load your Strava heat maps, you need to find the best post-run coffee spot, and more importantly, you need to stay connected to upload your latest run. Saily also helps you to avoid scams and even has security features to protect your privacy while you're browsing. It's compatible with both iOS and Android phones, and their support team is there for you 24/7 if you need them. So here's the deal for Inside Running Podcast listeners. Saily has teamed up with the Inside Running Podcast to offer you an exclusive 15% off discount on Saily data plans. You need to use the code, all caps, Inside Running at checkout. To get started, download the Saily app or visit saily.com and check out our link in our social media bios. So when you're traveling next, ditch the roaming headache and give Saily a try. You won't regret it. Moose, what have you been doing? Tell us about your training.
And would you believe I ran 90K last week?
Oh, good week.
It's
You were meant to be at the race though, and you weren't at the race.
Yeah, I know. It was tough for me to get to the
cold.
Race. It was pretty cold where I ran too. It wasn't as cold as Ballarat. I could probably guarantee that. But yeah, it wasn't the week for me to go down to Ballarat. Monday I was in Canberra, flew up that morning, ran with our store manager, past guest of the show, Jess Pascoe. She's a bit of a hybrid rock star now, Pascoe. She loves lifting weights and doing burpees or whatever it is the rock stars do. She's very good at it, but now I think she's coming back to running. What was her race? I think she's going to do a half marathon soon. Yeah, we just ran around Fish Week, kind of in the dark. Not ideal loop, but it was better than nothing. And there next morning, well, Chris was in town too, so we drove to the base of Ainslie, and I went and did the Ainslie loop, but take 2 for me here. So I cut out that real steep track, but I did make a little error when I nearly got back to the car, and I went up this boundary track, and I ran into this bloody defence organisation, Croaks. Well, this defence building here.
They used to have a race out there actually. It was like the ACT road relays. So you'd do I think it was maybe a 1,500 meter loop, and you'd do it twice. You'd run 3 kilometer legs.
Oh,
so yeah, likes of Marty Dent and Philo, because we're in the same club, like Western Creek. Yeah, don't have it anymore. And it used to be on Anzac Day, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you don't get much up on Anzac Day anymore, except for one football game. Yeah. It's a beautiful place to run here. Like, it was real cold. I'm not sure what it's telling you it is, but it's just this is so far, this is my favourite place to run in Canberra, Ainslie Loop.
Ballarat Marathon Saturday program was on Anzac Day this year. Their road 5K.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think they have to wait till after like 1 p.m. or something, don't they? But that was Anzac Day.
I'm not sure. The rules, but yeah. It's a beautiful place here. This is a great loop too. I pretty much had it sorted. Now I know next time I've got it done. Then next day I did that interview with Damo in the morning. Real good, I thought. A lot of insight there. And in the afternoon, I got out for my jog. So I did a lap of Anglesea out the back of the bush, past the coal mine, or the now shut down coal mine, and then back up the hill, fairly decent hill, and then ran into Bree at the top. She was walking the boys, and thought I'd grab the pram and try and run with the pram a little bit. This is a pretty good running stroller pram, but with 2 of them in there, as soon as you get to like a tiny little rise, your heart rate just goes up about 30 beats, and it's awful stuff. So I'm never going to run with the pram. Unfortunately, it would be convenient sometimes, but it's just not a nice experience. So that was an hour. Next morning, got out. Ali had a workout, so went out to Chanel Estate, as we call it. Cam was there on the bike. We warmed up a bit longer than normal, 5.4K. And then the workout, Ali's workout, was 8K, 6K, 4K, 2K, starting at around 335 to around 335 pace, and then the 6K maybe 330, 4K 325, 2K 320. But it wasn't. I mean, Medio Pace is really looking after us here. There was definitely a wind out there, and we were all sort of a bit tired. It wasn't I did 6K, and then I did 4K, and then I helped find some shoes for her while she was still running the rest of the rep, got them ready. She swapped shoes. She was just testing a couple out. And I did a fair bit of jogging within this, just to because I would cut the rep early and then just jog around till I saw her again, her and Cam. I felt good on this workout. This felt, I think it was because I was running next to a really fatigued athlete that was doing more than I was, who was coming off a 40K hard long run, is that I was like feeling pretty good. I don't think she enjoyed that. But I cut a few earlier than I probably had to. It was ended up being for me like a 26 sort of K day. So my longest day of running since I got injured. Yeah, and then I had the day off after that. And on Saturday morning, I jogged just around Anglesea. And then on Sunday morning, this is when the weather came in, like Saturday night, we headed to Torquay. It was a progressive long run. We had a bit of a group for this, which was good. We started and headed down towards Torquay Front Beach. We did like 5K out, and then at the turnaround point, we started our steady. So we did 5K easy. Then we went into 15K steady. Then the full workout was 5K. So it should have gone, like the plan was 15K at 3:45s, 5K at 3:40s, 5K at 3:35s, and then 2x3K at 3:30s with a 500 meter jog in between. So that's the workout that Ali had. I did 5K easy, 15K steady, and then I did the first 3K of that first 5K block, but there's a bathroom stop in the middle, and then once I stopped, my body was like, you don't want to keep going here, and so I just jogged back to the car. So it was 25K for me, probably too much this week. Workouts were too long, maybe a little bit too difficult as well. And so this coming week, now that's begun, I'll just take it easy and recover and then go again.
Good you acknowledge that, Moose, because that was going to be my comment. I feel like we've been here before, but it's in the past, it's probably just been, just running fast long runs when you're not quite ready, which it's sort of similar, but just long run workouts.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, I'm going out and just chilling for 90 minutes, 2 hours, but the group's not doing that at the moment. And there's part of me that enjoys the coaching element to running with my athlete more than I do preparing for an event myself, because I just don't have any coming up. So I thought I'd get out there and help out a little bit, make things a bit more social, tell some funny jokes, that kind of thing.
But you also hate being on the sidelines injured. So it's like that trade-off of like doing part of that, but not injuring yourself. So then you're on the sidelines for another 4-6 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
Will you jump in Sydney?
I haven't decided Sydney yet.
You got an entry, don't you?
I've got an entry, and I really like being part of it. Yeah. And I kind of love the idea of being able to run over the bridge and just be part of
a weekend to be at and not be on the road.
Yeah.
Like with all the other stuff we're doing, it's just like, yeah, I'm with you.
I just don't know what to do about it though. Like, do I run 20K
not what you did last year.
Stop? Well, I'm definitely not going to do that. I would never do that again. But if you stop at 20K, you're bloody miles out. You're out where Croaks was staying. And you got to get back to the start line or the finish line, whatever, somehow. So, yeah, it's not as easy as you think.
And back to Croaks' point, like, what can you do at Sydney in 2.5 weeks that is not going to sideline you?
Yeah, well,
that should be the goal. Like, do you reckon you could go the whole way?
Oh, I could go the whole way. Of course I could.
I don't think there's much to be gained, but I wouldn't go all the way. I would go. I would look at the map and go
the whole way.
Can you get 30K and then have like a bit of and not be too far from home?
Yeah. Well, you can cut off the whole Centennial section.
Yeah,
pretty much just run straight back down that long road.
Yep.
Just cut that out and just finish.
Jump back in with the leaders.
Just jump back in.
Just cut out
the leaders might have already been in and out of Centennial Park by the time you get there, but
yeah, true.
Yeah, just jump in with the 240 guys and claim a 240 marathon.
240. Yeah. Well, part of me has this thing where I'm like, oh, maybe I should just go get a qualifier so I could, like, if I do want to go to like a Boston or something,
London,
or whatever those other ones are, like I can get a little sneaky entry through that. Like I don't have to go asking.
Good for age. Yeah.
Yeah. Part of me wants to like do that, but then again, part of me doesn't want to get hurt.
would a 255 hurt you that much, or 250?
255 ain't getting you in.
Yeah, I was going to say, would 255 get you into Boston?
Nah.
Age grade? What's the qualifier?
Over 40.
No way.
Over 40.
Mate, they're running
not
like
quick.
It's changed now. Like it might say 240, but
you got to be 5 minutes.
But
under.
you need to be or like 10 minutes under, don't you? 10 or 15 minutes.
Well, I don't think it's that much, is it?
It's a fair bit under. I know heaps of people missed out last time, even though they had the qualifier.
Yeah, but as you said, you've got to go a bit under the qualifier. Yeah, 3 hours and 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, I could do that for sure. I mean, I don't really want to do that.
So then, so it'd be 15 minutes under. Just do a 250 at Sydney.
Yeah, but I want to have that in my back pocket, but I also don't want to run 42K like in the state that I am and then not be able to train for 3 weeks or whatever. My Achilles still slightly niggly as well. Like I've been getting through this training fine, and it doesn't actually get worse after these runs, but it's just a little bit there in the background. It's a bit.
See how
it's
the
a
next
weird
few weeks goes.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Could you potentially take Ali to like 15, 20K and then just step off?
Mate, I can't even keep up with her for 4K.
Could you take her to 7K? Get her over the bridge.
I can't run downhill either. Like I get dropped running downhill.
It's also a hard course on the body, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm also like, I'm going to be well behind, so I'm going to have to catch up. And then by the time I do that, it'll be cooked. So, nah, I don't think so.
Benny Saint can look after you there. Put you up into the Australian champs one.
Oh, yeah, Croaks will love that. I might just have the elite bib, roll the elite bib.
Ask for that again.
It's like the Masters golf. It's like you win the green jacket and you can play every single year until you die.
Is that actually what happens in golf?
I think in one of the majors, I'm pretty sure if you're a previous winner, it gives you right to compete every single year after that.
I love that. That's call lord behaviour, isn't it?
Fortunately, I'm not a previous winner, Croaks.
Yeah, but represent Australia.
You should be able to count for something, right?
If you represent Australia, you should get entry into the Sydney Marathon for life. Now it's a major.
Yeah,
but the catch is you've got to wear the Australian kit that you wore when you represented Australia.
That ain't.
So you got Troopy in like the Beijing Olympics one. You're wearing the Doha one. You got
Imagine the
like
Sydney one. How sick
Jeff
would
Hunt's
that be?
Wearing something. Com Games. Dally.
I'd wear the Sydney one.
Yeah. Yeah, Mona had that. That's what I think of when I see that one. Mona Getty. Whip through this week, boys. 70 minutes for me Monday morning, 30 minutes in the afternoon. Tuesday, did a workout. This was a good workout, fellas. Listen to these splits. 4 by 10 minutes, 3:17, 3:15, 3:14, 3:12s. Heart rate in the right spot too. 90 seconds walk. And then I did 7 by 300 meters, just pretty much back to the car off a minute. So call this a bit of a combo workout, get some threshold work, and then you do a bit of quicker stuff towards the end there. 30 minutes in the afternoon at 4:52s Tuesday.
Wait, so how fast were your 300s?
Like 2:55 kind of K pace. Probably like 5K effort.
Yeah, like a minute?
Not 53 or 54 seconds, I think they were.
Oh,
maybe
that's
51s.
faster than that. That's way faster than that.
I think they were 2:55s. I wasn't blowing the doors off, but just like strong 300s. And I feel like 300s is a good distance to do that. Like if they're 200, I blow the doors off. If they're 400, you get yourself in a bit of trouble in that last 15, 20 seconds. Yep. So it's just, how can we get some leg speed? That's what I noticed at Albert Park. I was lacking turnover. So that's why I'm doing these, because 3-minute K pace felt really, really fast there. So I want to work a bit under that.
Yeah, I love 300s too.
300s are so good.
50 seconds here, Brady. 2:47s.
Yeah.
50s, 51s.
Yeah, I'm going to say there wouldn't have been many 50s, would there?
150 and
I probably
then
should put this in my
51s,
notes.
52s. Yeah.
I don't know how accurate a GPS is over 300 meters either, but anyway, the idea, the purpose was to move quick to get that leg turnover without doing like 400 or 600 meter reps that are actually really hard to do.
Yeah, and when you're only doing when you're only doing a few of them after, like if you've kept the first part of the session really controlled, you're at least going into those like warmed up, and there's not that many of them, because you know when you do like a full session of fast 400s or a full session of 300s, that's when it gets risky because you're running fast under a heap of fatigue. Whereas you're not super fatigued because the 10-minute reps are controlled and you're only doing like a handful of these, or 7. Actually, 7's quite a few still.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pro hours, Moose. I think, did we have a late night last Monday? Did we finish? Was it a big show? It was nearly a 2-hour show, wasn't it? I think I got up and then did some podcast stuff. I put the ads and stuff in and then went out when it was a bit warmer. So very grateful to have that luxury there. Did we record an episode that day, Croaks? Tuesday?
No, did it Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Or Wednesday. Wednesday did 80 minutes, 4:29s. Hey, I reckon this iron infusion's starting to kick in, boys. Because I'm seeing some 4:20s on easy days, and like even that 4x10 minute workout, like I'm seeing 3:12s and like heart rate's just getting over 160. So feeling good. Thursday was 70 minutes before school at 4:30s and then 30 minutes after school. Friday, I did 30 minutes easy, and then I just did a 20-minute like real easy tempo. You inspired me here, Croaks. You know how you're like, usually 2 days before a race, I'd do like strides, but I wasn't taking this race real seriously. So I'm like, what about I just try to get a bit more mileage in? Did 20 minutes at like 3:26 pace. I put on the Hyperion Elite Moose because I was going to race on that on Sunday. Geez, I was impressed with that shoe. I'll talk about Sunday in a second, but on that Friday, it felt great. Had shorts and a singlet on at like 6:55, 7 a.m. First little sniff of spring up here on the Murray River, boys. That's what you want.
What temperature are we talking?
Oh, it was only like 11 degrees, but it wasn't real cold.
So, question for you.
Mm.
If it's warm enough for a singlet, doesn't that make it warm enough for no singlet?
Yeah, it'd be probably, but it'd be a strange look. Early August, 7 a.m., regional Victoria, or this is regional New South Wales, and just fanging it down a road with no singlet on.
Well, this is a bit of core or kook for me, because I don't think the core lords are wearing like singlets to run workouts in. You're either in a t-shirt or you're in no shirt. I don't think singlets are a part of the apparel package for a core lord, except on race day.
Yeah, and because I'm not sure if you guys at the moment, but I'm wearing singlets under long sleeve tops.
Oh, that is dreadful behaviour.
That's what I wear all the time. I think you're with me, Croaks. You do the same?
Yeah, I do that for easy runs, yeah.
And usually I just train I'll do the workout in the long sleeve top with the singlet underneath. But then I'm like, oh, actually it's a bit warm. So if I had a t-shirt, I would have worn the t-shirt, but I didn't have a t-shirt with me. So I just had to skip that t-shirt stage and strip down into a singlet.
Yeah, I don't know about singlets like that. I've got like a full-on cupboard full of singlets, and the only time I pull them out is for races.
That's the only time you touch them.
I just don't see a point, because I've got a t-shirt, and then the singlet doesn't really keep you warm in any way. So why would I wear it?
Yeah, but if we're talking about core lords, and this may be my confusion with this segment, is when people think about like diehard runners, they think of the person in the short splitties and the singlet.
On race day they do, but not during training.
Oh, I reckon they think of that guy jogging down the main street of their local town in the short shorts and the singlet.
Just the short shorts, no singlet.
Okay.
We might have different pictures of core lord here in our mind.
Wow, that is what I'm gathering pretty quickly. I did 30 minutes after school Friday. Saturday did the Saturday loop, 70 minutes at 4:31s. And then Sunday went over to Ballarat. Real typical Ballarat weather, Moose. I feel like we're being lucky. When you start talking about the Ballarat 15K that always happened there, even the Ballarat Marathon the last couple of years, this was like true Ballarat weather. This feels like -1, 30K an hour winds, rain. There was like waves on the lake. Like you could get your wakeboard out there and do some skiing.
Yep.
Yeah, this was a miserable day. So, but I think if you ask people from Ballarat, that's probably like 40 of their 52 weeks of the year. That's what it's like.
Yeah, I remember some days like that. I remember we were talking about that on Sunday because Kieran was there on the bike. He's from Ballarat, talking about those days when you're nearly getting barreled from the waves that hit the sidewall of the lake and come up over the path. Like you can be running along and just get it's almost like a full wave just covers you in water and
and we were lucky. We were on the road. Like we cooled down on that path, and that was just all mush. Like we're getting muddy and stuff. But yeah, this was round 8, so it's Ballarat Half Marathon now. It used to always be Burnley Half Marathon, but they swapped that in the 15K. But we just pretty much did an extra loop, so that out and back 3K, and then we just did 3 laps of the lake. I did a workout, so I didn't really want to taper and then recover. Like a hard half marathon kind of takes it out of me a bit, so I wanted to kind of keep some momentum through this. So I went into it without cutting the mileage, and my plan was to pick it up every lap. So did a workout with like Sean White, who's a Bendigo guy. Here's that other over 45 guy, Croaks. Remember the one that you were not happy about?
Is this the one you're beefing with?
That's the one Croaks is beefing with. They got this 40+ beef.
I'm
looking
at
Steve Deneen there as well. Steve Deneen was very happy that I was wearing these Brooks Hyperion Elites. He said to me on the start line, he said, "Good boy, you know how happy I am to see you in that shoe?" I said, "Yep." He's the call order Brooks running in Australia, so he was real happy with me.
He's a company man.
Yeah, it's a good shoe though. I'm not just saying it because Steve Deneen's affiliated with Brooks. It is a really good shoe.
That shoe for you on the when we recorded on the Wednesday.
What was that? Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you gave me the idea. Thank you very much. So
Croaks, just on this photo though, I'm looking. You get into your race in a minute, Brady, but there's something more to address here. Your man, Croaks, wearing this bloody compression T-shirt behind Brady. I don't mind your kit, Brady. Yours is pretty good, but your man Sean rolling the bloody wetsuit behind him. I don't know about that. I reckon I'm backing Croaks in the octagon over this bloke wearing his bloody wetsuit out there.
So he's got a black T-shirt under his singlet.
I've never even met this bloke.
That's not a T-shirt. Look at it. That's a rash vest.
Well, as a man who works in running retail, what do you wear in this weather? There was a lot of arm sleeves getting around, not too many gloves. There was a lot of T-shirts under singlets, but then your T-shirt gets wet.
Yeah, I would be in a T-shirt under my singlet, but I would have arm sleeves on too. And if you get warm, you peel the arm sleeves. You don't want to be racing in a long sleeve because there's just something about how it hangs off your arms or your elbows. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. Old mate Sean is probably smack on with what he's wearing, to be honest. He just looks like a total dork doing it. But
looks like his warm up was windsurfing on Lake Wendouree. Just put the windsurfer on the back of the car and put his fast R's on, and away he goes.
Looks like a triathlete.
What brand is that T-shirt?
Let me zoom in. I reckon some kind of compression company. It's Skins. It's the old school footy thing, you know.
Yeah, he was playing footy 2 years ago. This bloke.
What Masters?
No, he was playing for Golden Square Seniors. He's a legit footballer in the BFL. Yeah, Google him. Anyway, we had a plan that we were going to pick it up after every lap. So like 330s, 325s, and then 320s for the last lap. Pulled up next to Zaka in the first couple of Ks, boys. And I started back moves. I was 4 seconds net time, gun time. So I started back with your people from Albert Park. It's good back there, isn't it? Don't start your watch until you roll over.
It's a bit awkward though, isn't it? It's awkward. You like trip over people in the gungos because you think you're about to start running.
Geez, they get away from you quick though, don't they? You look up the road a couple of 100 meters in and you're like, I've fully missed the jump here. I looked up and Sean was about 20 seconds ahead of me and I was meant to be doing this workout with him. I was back chilling with Zaka and I said to Zaka, I'm like, well, what's your plan for today? And he goes, I clocked this one back in 2008, so I'm just here to go around. Because you know how we won it? That's pretty.
Isn't it a bit? It loses flex. A bit. It loses a bit though when it changes locations. Because he's a Burnley half winner.
True.
He's not a Ballarat half winner. He's a Burnley half winner.
But is the XCR half winner?
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's the Burnley half.
Burnley 20.9 winner.
Yeah. I think it's certified these days, though. I think they're certified this and the 15K.
Yeah, I was wondering about this. I was going to ask you if it's certified because a couple came up short, which doesn't mean that it's not right. But there were a few fast times out there that I was a bit sort of like question marking.
Yeah, wow. I think they advertised it was certified somewhere. There are some tangents you can take there. Like, I would expect it to measure. I don't know, at least 100 over. What did mine measure over? Yeah, mine only measured 400, 0.04 over. So 40 meters. But I was taking gutters. I was taking tangents. If you know that course, you can do it.
Like Lakeside measures longer than 0.5, whatever.
Yep. So we had a great day out there, boys. Doing a progression run in a race is the easiest way you can ever get a training session. We picked it up. How fun is it? Fun is it as well? Like a bit of a prick move to talk about it now, but when you're catching people and they're cooked, and then you tell them to sit in. So they're like Nawaz, Nawaz from Melbourne Uni. He was having a bad day at about 16K. So I went past him and said, sit in, Nawaz, we're right. At this stage, we're running like 15 seconds a K quicker than him. There's no chance he's sitting in at all. And then you just pick up the next person, you tell them to sit in, keep going.
Fuck, what a pest move. Yeah. When you're doing a workout and someone's having a crack and the guy doing a workout comes past lippy, I would throw you in that lake. I was trying
to help him out. I was saying, mate, it's a 30K an hour wind. Sit behind me. I'll get you through it.
That's not your intention. That's your action, but it's not your intention.
I wanted to help him out, Moose.
This is Sydney Marathon all over again. This is exactly what you did last year. Going past Aussie reps like Julian Spence and Jeremy Roth after their cook saying, sit in, sit in.
Pace your race better, boys. Yeah, it was very similar to that.
That is so patronising.
Just trying to help. Everyone was just heads up to the volunteers though out there. It was hard for us. I got really cold on the last lap. You know that Osaka field, Moose, when you get colder as the race goes?
Don't remember the last lap.
Yeah, well, you remember it up until 21K. It was like that. Got colder as we went. The cool down was so bad. But good to get it finished. Average heart rate, 155. I ran 71.20 for people. Have I said that? So, yeah, about 10 beats under my LT1 Croaks.
Was your heart rate go up throughout?
We picked it up. Yeah, we got it going. But that was 150.
And where was it the windiest?
For the week. It was similar to this year and the first year of Ballarat. So we had the headwind where the gardens were.
Oh, yeah.
And then it turned into like a crosswind.
And that's the best you can get.
I know, yeah. So I actually think it was a fast day if you had a pack around you and then you could use the tailwind.
There were some fast times there.
Yeah. Well, not really. Like it was 1 in 65 high.
There were a few PBs out there. Like a few of the Geelong boys got the PBs going.
Yeah. I think I was talking to Reese briefly afterwards and he said he was doing a lot of work off the front and then he just got bitch kicked like towards the end.
That doesn't mean it was a good day. I mean, you've just told me how bad it was out there. Blokes are running PBs. So that's why I was.
If you got to sit though into that wind every time, you could then kick it home. Do you know what I mean? So I think Reese was towing people through. Yeah, I don't know.
He'd be a good man to run behind.
Big tall guy.
Yeah.
I think it was a tough day if you were having a bad day, but if you had protection and you were running like us, we were running slower than what we could run. It was manageable. But the volleys, standing out there for 3 hours, hats off to them.
They'd be all Ballarat people too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like when you got that home event, you got to supply so many volunteers.
Yep. So I can't work out how they can get away with having that other lane open. So like cars are driving next to you on the road. Because whenever we shut stuff up here for fun runs, they always say, no traffic. Apart from maybe because it goes in the same direction.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. You're just in a race and then just a car drives past you a couple of meters and you're like, I hope it stays in that lane.
Yeah, even the 15K had that going on for a while.
Yeah. Anyway, let's thanks the Patreon supporters. Croaks, who you got?
I got Dean Wicks this week. Dean lives in Brisbane. His Strava's locked down, but his bio lists his PB. So I love when people do this because it makes my job much easier. So his PB is a 16:42 for 5K. 35.26, which I think may have been at last year's Run Pre 10K, 79.10 at last year's Gold Coast Half, and 2:45 at this year's Gold Coast Marathon. So thanks for your support, Dean.
On you, Dean. Who are you thanking, Moose?
Well, boys, I'm thanking Jimmy Whelan. Jimmy Whelan is a professional runner with Solomon, based in Barcelona. We may have mentioned him on this podcast before if you've been listening.
Interviewed him.
He's been an interviewee before on our podcast, but he's also gets a mention quite often because he's got a YouTube that's very popular, and he's sort of been touted as one of our next generation marathoners coming through, and we are pretty pumped to see what he does in his first marathon. We saw him pace. Which marathon was it? Seville? Barcelona.
Yeah, Barcelona, hometown.
Yeah, he ran like 30K at 2:4 pace or something like that. Like very impressive stuff. But he actually competed in the Giro d'Italia and finished second at the 2022 Australian Road Champs, which would have been down in Ballarat. It has PBs of 13:47 for 5K, which was in Berlin, 28:26 at this year's Great Manchester 10, and 61:37 from last year's Valencia half, and which is sort of, that wasn't really when he came on the radar. He'd run another fast one too before that, I reckon. Did he run Valencia the year before as well, the Valencia half?
I reckon that was the big breakthrough. I reckon he'd run a couple of 10Ks before that, may have run like a 29 low or 28 high. But I think that was definitely like
this was the one with Alex Yee and stuff, wasn't it? Had the old Melburnians, old Souths. Yeah.
Because we're not going to be talking about this guy this much running 28 high. Like it was the 61:30 whatever that he came out and sort of opened our eyes to what he can do. We believe he's preparing for a marathon. Do we know which one?
Hasn't been announced.
No
I
announcements.
did see on his Strava a few weeks ago saying like marathon training begins now. So
has he lessened the noise a bit, or is the algorithm just spitting out less to me of Jimmy Whelan? Are there less videos?
I just went on his YouTube, and the last video was 5 months ago.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
But I reckon there's been more before that. He might have got rid of him.
I reckon he's pulled it down.
Well, I reckon I've watched one kind of recently, and it wasn't there anymore. Anyway, we got an interview with him because he's just signed with Nomio, and so we've got our Nomio interview with Jimmy Whelan this Friday. I'm doing it, so I get to ask him all these questions, sit down and have a chat, grill him a little bit, talk about his current lifestyle, his training, how he balances being a running, you call him an influencer?
Yeah, well, he has influence, but his job isn't to be an influencer.
No, I guess that's the difference, isn't it? If you're like, you can be a pro runner.
You have influence, but you're not. Your occupation isn't to be an influencer. Like you don't wake up every day saying, "How can I promote myself to be a bigger influencer?"
Yeah,
in the running space.
You're like a genuine influencer.
Yeah, you tell me what shoe to wear, and I go, geez, Moose has recommended this. That has an influence on me.
Oh yeah, which one?
Do you know what I mean?
Which ones did you buy from me?
Hyperion Elites.
Did you?
Croaks influence. No, I didn't buy them off you, but thank you to Brooks for sending them to me. But Croaks gave me his opinion on those the other day. He said, wear them in the wet. They'll be good. Looked at them. I said, yeah, these do look good. I was influenced by Croaks.
Now, Jimmy Whelan been throwing out, like he'd be working for Solomon on influencing people to wear their shoes.
Yeah, and his performance influences people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more than that because you get to see him in his videos using the product and hearing his takes on it more than just like, say, Connor Mance, right? Just he goes and runs a marathon and Nomio is in his bio. Whereas for Jimmy, like you're most likely going to see videos of him using it day to day, that kind of thing. So...
yeah, but at the end of the day, their main job is athletes.
Yeah,
who have influence. But now we are in a day and age though where your main job is an influencer. So it's like self-promotion is the main goal for the day, working with all different collabs. They jump between brands, like you're working, networking, all that kind of stuff, which I think that's the difference.
Do you know the other day I saw a coach for a company who is like works for an online running company who is also an influencer. They did a paid collaboration with a rival coaching company, because obviously this rival company is gone, oh yeah, you've got a lot of followers. Like, do you want to promote this? Do you want to promote our company for us? And this coach has gone, yeah, cool, let's do that. And so I just thought, how ingenuine is that? How unauthentic
Is it Jen
is
Gregson with like runner? Is that what you mean? Because doesn't she own a bit of it? Well, she's like,
that? It wasn't her.
but she does stuff. She's got her own coaching company.
Yeah,
and
but
then does
that's
runner
just
stuff.
I didn't think about her when I was saying it. This is, this is a smaller example than that.
Okay.
Really, it's kind of crazy though. Now that you think about it, like that you would like how would people ever trust what you have to say?
Yeah. I'm interested. Tell me this name off air.
Yeah.
Look it up. Am I thanking someone? Yeah, I am. Gary Olsen from Gold Coast. He got some quick PBs, Gary. Got a photo of me on his Strava, 2 croaks that you dug up. Gold Coast. Had a look at it today. I was looking a bit more useful when I looked at this photo. 17:16 at the Barinda Park Run, 36:40 at the 2024 Run Army 10K up there in Brisbane, 81:06 for the half marathon, and 2:52 at the 2022 Gold Coast Marathon. We think he did Berlin recently. Fit looking fella. How old do you reckon Gary was, Croaks? But he looked fit for his age. Like toned, muscly, fast. I don't know what age he is, but whenever I get to that age, I hope I look like that.
I'm not sure if it was Gary, but I reckon he may have come up to us when we had the live show at Southport at that was it RSL or like the Southport one?
Yeah.
The one where like Pillar were Pillar sponsored it. So it must have been the last year before Lululemon. I reckon he may have may have been at that one as well.
Yeah, good supporter of the podcast, Gary.
Yeah.
So massive thank you, Gary, for your support of the podcast. If you like what we do, patreon.com/Inside Run Podcast is the place to support us. Get all the bonus content, get the early release, get opportunities to get some tickets to some live shows, get to submit your Kukul course, and heaps of different stuff over there at that link. If you check it out, Running News, boys. This week's Running News segment is proudly brought to you by Precision Fuel and Hydration. Start with City2Surf, Moose. Did you watch the coverage?
Nah, mate, I didn't. I was out running on Sunday. And
Did you watch it, Croaks? You watch it live?
Yeah, no, I did watch it. Yeah.
Good, it was back live. First time since 2019.
Yeah.
Very good. How was it? How was the coverage?
Coverage was good. Like visuals was good. Commentary was questionable. Is Sydney like a bubble? Because like I put it on today when I was just doing some jobs around the house and I didn't recognize they probably had 4 different people like commentators and like person on the ground. And I'm like, I've been in the running industry for ages and I'm like, I don't know any of these people, but I'm like, is that just because I don't live in Sydney? Like usually you get a Deke or a Mona or a Benita, a Mottram, a Croker. Trelfell's done Singapore Marathon before. But
even some of their visuals on the screen where it was like they had, almost like favorites and then others. And I'm like, that doesn't add up to me. Like I knew like for example, like Tommy DeCano, I think was as one of like the real big hitters, and Luke Hince was in the maybe ones to watch. And I'm like, Luke Hince is going to beat Tommy DeCano today. Like, but it was which you'd expect them to know that sort of stuff.
Even the way they introduced Tommy, they're like, oh, I think he's won this before. Then on the screen, it's like 3rd place, 2018 City2Surf or whatever. And you're like, didn't take a lot of research to figure this out. So, it was, but maybe they're just, everyone in Sydney knows those people. But for me, I was like, oh, there's these, and it's good to have new faces, but
you got to remember as well, Brady, that most of the people that are tuning in to watch the City2Surf, I don't think are actually the diehard running fans. It is that really broad community event. And it's like, oh, hey, maybe we can see our friend who's running today. So I feel like, it's catered to a different market to us.
Which is fair enough. Beautiful city though, isn't it, Sydney? Like And what they did really well in the coverage was like the little packages. So like they did this like 5-minute package about how it started, how it's grown over the years, and then where the course goes. So those like pre-produced packages that they kind of inserted, I thought were really, really good. And I was just thinking, like, Sydney Marathon 3 weeks away. This is a 90,000 people fun run 3 weeks out. They're going to have like 50,000, 40,000 marathoners in 3 weeks' time. Like, what a 3-week period for Sydney running. It's massive.
Yeah. And this race gets those sort of numbers every single year without failure.
Yeah.
It's been the staple in the Australian running scene for how many years? Like
since the 70s.
Yeah, like 50 years.
We've got to get up and do it next year.
You ever done it?
Yeah. I think we've had this chat like early days in the podcast because there's a ranking times, isn't there? Are you opening that up, Croaks?
I think I've got both you boys.
I think, aren't we like really close together?
We're pretty close. I think we're within like 20 to 30 seconds of each other. So it was first held in 1971.
They got the idea from Beta Breakers.
Yeah. The one thing though, I think for all three of us is I would have loved to have run it when I was in my best half marathon shape, because I think that's the type of runner that actually does really well in this event. Whereas I used to always, and you would have been the same, doing it probably coming from more of the shorter distances, or you weren't in your best half marathon and marathon shape of your life when you ran City2Surf.
Nah, you're
cross
in
country
10K
season.
shape. Yeah.
Yeah, it's middle of cross country.
And I think that's why it doesn't hit home as much down here, Moose, because we're like, oh, we've got Burnley the week after, or Ballarat 15K, or you've got Albert Park you've just done, or Bundoora cross country. Like, we've got too many races down here that getting up to Sydney and back during our winter's tough.
This was, growing up in New South Wales, this was the first running event that I ever knew of, because back in the day, the way because it was sponsored by the Sun Herald. So the only way you could really enter was you would cut out the entry form that was actually in the paper, and you fill it out and you send it off and you enter that way. And because it was on TV every single year, you'd watch it. And there was one year when I was in primary school that I actually wanted to do it with Dad, and ran a couple of laps of the block and then decided we weren't going to do it. Plus I was 12 or something like that. And it's probably not an ideal event for a 12-year-old.
Yeah, it must inspire a lot of people in that area of Australia, though.
Yeah.
Because they got the dress ups and stuff. Anyway, there were some people at the front, Moose.
Yeah. Just how old is Croaks, Brady? Folks cutting newspaper things out and sending them in envelopes to enter races.
That's how there used to be an entry form in the paper.
That is unbelievable.
We must have done that as well, Moose, in our earlier days.
Not a chance that's how I entered an event ever in my life.
Well, so the equivalent in Canberra would have been like the Canberra Times 10K. And the only way you knew where you finished was looking at the paper the next week, where they had the full list of results. It was literally the week after. Yeah,
I was 2003, my first AV membership, I think. That was pre-internet, wasn't it?
No.
Pre-results hub. I don't know how I was paying my AV registration that year. I doubt I was logging on.
You were a kid. Your mum and dad paid it.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have been logging onto the internet.
Yeah, I don't know.
My dad's a big listener to this show. I might ask him.
I'm sure some of our listeners will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you, Croaks. I don't know about cutting out coupons to send in, but yeah.
They must have, yeah. There was a race up front. In the ladies, Holly Campbell won 46.35. She absolutely dominated. She won by nearly 3 minutes. She beat Eloise Wellings 49.06 and Stacey Winter 49.19. Do we have a ranking of Holly Campbell's time in the overalls? Croaks, you got that list up?
I can find it. Yeah.
Go find it. I want to know where this ranks. It'd be good.
Yeah, I've got it
Oz
here.
running or something, isn't it?
Also, yeah. So like Kate, because I think Eloise was actually like in 6th position or something at the top of the hill and ended up in 2nd. Kate Spencer, she collapsed on course with like a K&a-half to go.
Oh, really?
I think she was in 2nd.
Well, that's downhill there.
Some footage of her. During the race, because they really had only the camera on Holly, but they did show her at one stage.
Yeah, so she collapsed. So Susie Power has the record at 45.08. What time did she run, Moose?
46:35.
46.35. That puts her in 12th, 1
Yeah.
second behind Caitlin Adams.
Yeah, okay. That's a good run. Although we know the course is short now. You're pretty quick to point that out. It's a different.
I don't know. Well, the only thing that changed, this is what I love about these courses though, because it's so iconic. Like the roads haven't changed all the way from the city to Bondi. The only difference is you used to run all the way along Campbell Parade and then take a left-hand turn and finish down just before the pavilion. Whereas now you run along Campbell Parade, do a U-turn and come in at the other end. And I'm not, because I asked you guys whether you thought it was actually a certified 14K distance.
Nah, I reckon I talked to Mona about this. He reckons it's short now. He's a bit worried about when
you want that on the record?
He probably doesn't want that on the record.
Well, the reason I say that is you can actually go and look at some Strava segments. So you can bring up some of the old Strava files from the old course, and you can see where they've turned around, and you can actually measure how many meters from the U-turn to the finish compared to them continuing going on. And it looks to be about 100 meters, but I don't know whether they've actually made up that 100 meters somewhere else on the course.
Well, you said they can't.
Well, I think Campbell Parade maybe they run a bit longer because there's I think it's like a split road, so maybe they run a little bit on the outside. I don't know, but I'm just not sure whether it's measured or not.
Yeah, well, it doesn't need. I mean, for consistency, maybe, but it doesn't really need to be measured.
No, it doesn't need to be certified, but it's more the fact that, this is one of the biggest races we have in the country and the history behind it. And Mona's, when you think about Mona, you think of, okay, all the Olympics he's been to, the Commonwealth Games, and him holding the City2Surf record for years and years and years. So you'd hate for that record to be broken because the course is shorter than the old course.
100%.
Which I'm not sure, maybe it's not short.
Remember Harry Summers? He got close, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He got real close, and that was the first.
Remember, it was like net gun time. There was a bit of confusion.
Yeah, that was one of the first years of the new course.
That's when the question marks sort of come up a bit, I reckon. Andy Buchanan won the men's race, and is this the second fast? This is the third fastest all time.
No,
not even.
No, what time do you run?
40:27.
Yeah, so that puts him 10th.
Oh, okay.
So basically between Laban Cheney and Andrew Lloyd.
So it goes Moneghetti, Harry Summers, Dee Costello, Brad Camp, Mark Kerp, John Maripeti, Darragh Wilson, John Yuta Masiri, Laban Cheng.
Wow.
And Andy. He's got Andrew Lloyd, Isaac Hayne, Pat Carroll.
Some seriously big names in there, isn't there?
Sean Crichton. Yeah. Even you're looking at 18th and that, Julian Painter, Michael Shelley, Liam Adams. Benny St. Lawrence in at 24th.
Yeah. And this is why this event is so good, because it has been around for so long, and for most years, the top runners have always run. There was a period there, I reckon there was probably 10, probably from 2012, 2013 through to 2020, where there was a few years where it wasn't really becoming that popular with the top runners. I think largely because there was no real prizes on offer. But to have that list of names who've run the course, and the course is obviously pretty much the same, it's pretty cool to see.
Didn't Mono, when he won it, I remember I sent this through to you because we were talking about it a few weeks ago, if what Haftu won at Gold Coast was over or unders. Can you remember that? And then I got an email or a message saying that the year Mono won it, let me read this, discussion about, Mono won $50,000 in 1990 for winning the City2Surf. So what is that in this day and age?
Good question.
I think it was 2,000 that Andy won yesterday. But 50,000 in 1990 must be, with inflation, what's that, 300 grand?
So the
What
question
did you
is,
say? It was two grand yesterday?
I think it was $2,000.
Yeah, because even
That's just what people were talking about at Ballarat yesterday in the pack. I don't know how true that was.
But even years ago, when like Benny and Michael Shelley and Liam Adams, like there's some really good footage of one year, like Liam and Shelley battling it out towards the finish line. The prizes were way better. Like they were getting overseas airfares.
Used to be a return business trip, didn't it?
Yeah. But I think
I'm going to message Andy now and see what it was.
no, it was 2K. I know, because I was talking to Tommy. Tommy came 5th, and he got he came 4th, and he got $250.
Yeah,
and 5th got $100.
And so this is a big reason why a lot of the top runners for probably 10 years there just weren't turning up anymore. It just wasn't worth it.
Well, I think it's why some of the big groups and the coaches stopped sending their athletes, because of how poorly they were treating the professionals, and just by stripping prize money and not looking after anybody. So they decided, like, no, we're not going to go support your race, because you give absolutely no support to the elites that are trying to make a living in this country from running. So why would we come and do your race?
Yeah, and especially when then for every year it's on television, and they're actually like, obviously the race is what they're marketing. So these athletes aren't getting anything, although they're sort of using the athletes. So
yeah.
Ed Eyestone come 3rd in 1989, boys. Conor Mansell's coach.
Matt Centrowitz's dad, he ran it.
It's a good list, isn't it?
Yeah. Mottram won it, didn't he?
Mottram won it, I feel, in one of those years that it was like, which it kind of is now. If you're in that top tier of runners, you can rock up and win it. So Andy yesterday, Luke Hince, Ed Goddard, Tommy DeCano, like he's just beating up on the good New South Wales runners.
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like every year it has one of those people that it's like Ali won it.
Yeah, she won it.
She did. She won it the year Mottram won it?
2018.
Or Benny?
Benny.
Do you guys know who won the first City2Surf?
This is
mate.
Come on, mate.
Let me guess. Ron Clark?
Quite a famous runner from the US.
Bill Rogers.
Mate with Steve Prefontaine. Finished 4th at the Olympics in the marathon. Kenny Moore.
Yeah.
Kenny Moore.
The guy who wrote Best Efforts.
Best Efforts.
Yeah.
It's quite a list here. Wayne Larden in at number 64, the race director of Sydney Marathon, 41.54.
Let me
Mark
just
Thompson, past guest. I'm really nerding out.
Get off the list now, because it's... Yeah,
do you want to know where you are on the list?
Not really.
I'll give it to you. You are 300th exactly.
Ooh.
Or Andy might have bumped you, because this doesn't include this year.
Andy and another bloody 15.
A couple of different people
20
from yesterday
people
as well.
Yeah.
But you did finish 10th.
Oh, top 10.
2015.
I reckon I beat Croker that day.
No, I didn't do it 2015. I finished 10th one year and 12th another year.
You finished 12th in the year you ran the faster time, 43.57. But boys, guess who has been top 10 at top 9 at City2Surf? Back in 2013, Brady Trelfel.
Told you, it started to get weaker then. You ran slower than me.
2013? Nah, look up the 2013
Who
result.
was so Andy won 40.27. Luke Hince was second, and he smashed Tommy at that Sutherland race.
Southern Surf,
41.05. Ed Goddard third, 41.50. Andy dropped him only 9 minutes in, ran 2:44 pace, they reckon, up Heartbreak Hill. Gee, you'd have to look at the segment there. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that at all.
Because they were saying, they're like, he's well under. When Steve Monteghetti set the record, he averaged 2:52s. Andy's averaging 2:45s or something. And I'm just sitting there watching it going, he's not, like, he's built for this course. He's a freak, but he's not running 2:45 pace up this hill. And then it flashes like 5 minutes later, they're like, he's now a minute 30 off the course record. And I'm like, I know the result. He finishes like 20 seconds off the course record. Like, how are these splits? And they stitch up the commentators, whoever does those visuals, and sends them through, because that's all they've got to work off.
Yeah, that's City2Surf.
Yeah, XCR Ballarat. Tom Bowers got the win, 65.55. I think Tom's first XCR win. Callen Goldsmith was second, 65.57. And Ben Ludbrook, Moose. Would this be his first podium?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Coached by Toby, the bad boy Mende. It'd have to be a run strong record, wouldn't it, Moose? Anyone ever ran quicker than 66.04 on the books?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Who?
Give me a name.
Yeah, got to be on the books.
Oh,
I want to give Toby some kudos here.
Yeah,
Caden Shields.
Aiden's
not officially on the books though, Krugs.
He gets free passes.
So yeah, I reckon Toby could be coaching the new Run Strong half marathon record holder.
I don't know. I reckon there's been some good crew that have come through. I'd have to double check that.
All right, check it for me.
A good laddie, homegrown hero down there.
Great. Off an injury too, wasn't he? Like start of the year.
I think this was the big question mark on the course distance actually, because he's coming off a European holiday, and he's coming off that big injury, and he's come out and rolled this. So they're like, is this right? Laddie pulled this off? They put the cone in the wrong spot or something, like 2019 Burnley.
Don't know.
Anyway, good from Laddie.
Where I was.
Sandringham, he won. This is.
You can do it if you want. Sandringham won.
Sandringham won
4 points.
Are they going to go undefeated? Are they?
No, they lost one.
Oh, did they? Okay,
mate, did they?
Oh, Benny beat him.
Relays. Remember, I ran the last leg. Put him to the sword.
Well, they've already won.
They're going to have the perfect
title.
Season other than the Bendigo Bats rolling them at Calder Park. Anyway,
where'd Bendigo come in this?
Oh, we only had 5 finishes. I think Nigel Preston was a bit injured the last lap, but he got home. So we were 6th or 7th, I think, down there. Yeah, he got there though.
Him. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you only need 5 for this one, and we just scraped 5 together. So that was another reason why I was there doing a workout.
Yeah.
Melbourne Uni second in 149 points. Donve, she got the win in the women's. Ran a couple of Ks with Donve one stage there, boys. She was had Steve Deneen there, 74.51. Mia Roux was second in 77.45. And Annabelle Coleman, I'm going to say this would be her half marathon debut, 78.01. Sandringham also won the women's, 47. South Melbourne, 49 points.
Oh, close.
Someone probably could have found 2 positions, you reckon?
Man, that's someone getting kicked down into like that last little car park area.
That's when they start a group chat, like a side chat to the main group chat, going, oh, yeah, if this person just worked a bit harder, we might have won this today, ladies.
Yeah.
World Juniors, Krugs.
Yeah, so I thought I'd go through the athletes that had top 10 finishes. So in the men's 800, Daniel Williams, he got the silver medal. So similar to, Peyton Craig got the silver at the last World Juniors in the 800. He ran 145.36. Race was won in 144.64. Harry Helene, he made the final, finished 9th in 151, but he did run a 148 PB in the semis to make the final. In the men's 1500, Kieran Shepherd, he finished 8th in the final, 342.25, which was a PB, and he also ran a PB in the heat to get through to the final. I think that race was running about 3:37. Women's 3,000 metres, Eliza Lawton was 9th in 9:13. And just a side note here, I don't know if you guys saw this, but the men's 3,000 metres, Emmanuel Kiprono basically went from gun to tape 226 through the first kilometre, which is pretty much close to world record pace. Ended up running 728.28, which was 900ths of a second outside Kajelcha's under 20 world record. So to do this with no pacemakers, no lights, pretty warm night in Eugene, it was a phenomenal run, won by, I'm going to say, like close to 20 seconds.
Didn't they have like real smoky conditions as well?
Yeah, I think that was in the couple of days before for the 5,000 finals. That was quite smoky there.
Good, Croaks. Good summary there. That was the news. Thanks to Precision Fuel and Hydration, chances are you're gearing up for a race yourself, but how dialed in is your race day nutrition? Precision Fuel and Hydration makes it simple with a free online planner. Visit precisionhydration.com. Get your numbers today. If you're doing Sydney, Geelong, Melbourne marathons, maybe Sydney's a bit close, but maybe you can just check your numbers just to make sure your plan's looking good. But Sydney, Geelong and Melbourne people, though, get onto that. It's a pretty good system. Whispers. Heard 2 big names for Melbourne Marathon, boys. A couple of Melbourne Marathon leagues. Big name female, big name male.
Oh, I know both of them.
Do you?
Yep.
Did you know the male one, did they accidentally release that on like a podcast interview?
Yeah.
Did you listen to that today?
No, but a lot of people told me about it.
Yeah. Well, I've only listened to the first like 20 minutes of it, and I'm like, oh, did he just imply that he's doing Melbourne Marathon?
I'll ask. Yeah. Hold up.
I think I know.
I might ask him in an interview in the future.
Oh, nah.
No, I'm thinking.
I'm talking about different people.
Different people, Moose.
Anyway, it's going to add a good Aussie flavour to people I'm thinking about. Be good hometown heroes to cheer for. And then my Brady on the loose is so the guy fanged it at the start of City2Surf. Did you see this footage?
Yeah. This has been going on. This has been going on since 1971.
Yeah. But should it be celebrated? Like the commentator said, she's got this is a goosebumps moment, and I'm like, no one who knows anything about running has goosebumps seeing some guy fang it for the first 500 meters of City2Surf.
Was she referring though to the footage of the start line where you just have this massive wave of runners coming down the road, which like that is an incredible sight.
Yeah, but sorry. I don't know. Yeah, when I heard it, I'm like, is she talking about this guy sprinting ahead? Like, this is just attention-seeking behaviour. This isn't giving me goosebumps. But yeah, that's me covered. Core or kook, Moose? Moose on the loose? What do you want to do? You want to hear the samples first?
No, we'll go with mine first. Get that out of the way.
Okay.
So it's just me asking you two blokes. Yep. Jogging at traffic lights when you're waiting to cross. Core or kook?
Kook.
But you can't stop, Croaks. You got to keep the legs moving.
I don't understand this segment. I'm just going to say what I don't do it. I just stop my watch and wait there.
Yeah, no, we don't do it. It's kook.
Okay.
But
everything we do isn't trying to be core, is it?
Well, no, I do heaps of kook stuff.
Yeah, good. All right. This is Jeremy. Listen up.
G'day fellas, Jeremy Rankin from Sydney here. What do you think about this? When you get to the end of your long run on a weekend with a group and a couple of guys are saying, my coach has put 28 Ks on my schedule this week, or 22 or whatever it is, and so they run laps of the car park until their watch ticks over to their goal. I'm pretty sure that's not core. Is it kook or is it something else altogether?
Depends how far short they are.
Yeah. So it's kook to do it in the car park, but it's core if you go, I'm not done yet. I'm going to go out and do a little bit more. Yeah. But to run around the car park is total kook.
There's something about being the last one, like adding the extension onto the long run when the group finishes.
Yeah. I think if it's anything less than a kilometer, if it's less than a kilometer too, I'm not adding that on. That's not required. That's insecurity there.
But like the extra 20-minute loop that you do after 2 hours, that's core lord behavior.
Yeah, that's different. What about how you used to have that thing in that computer thing that used to go green light and then you would upload your run, and if it wasn't on it, so let's say you had 28K and then you ran 27.5 and your watch uploads to whatever program you were using.
Oh, yeah, like Training Peaks, Final Surge, all those kind of things.
Brady was all after the green tick.
Yeah. And so would that orange tick you there?
If you're under.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it green.
So that's what's causing this problem here. I don't like that.
That's
But
where it's coming from.
Running around the car park is
Jeremy
no
did
good.
say that. Their coach said, hey, you need 28K.
So get back on the trail. Run a bit further out. Don't be running around the car park.
No, but how many, like I always run to time. And if I get out, if I've planned 70 minutes, I get the front of my house at 69 minutes and I just do 30 seconds out, 30 seconds back. Is that okay?
Yeah, well, that's the best. That's all you got.
I'm not doing laps, but if I did laps in my driveway, that wouldn't be okay.
But Moose, you were just saying that would be almost like insecure that you're not adding on.
Do
like
68 minutes, mate.
Yeah, you just stop out the side of your house because it's less than a kilometre to go.
Yeah, I think I treat time differently though.
It's something about discipline of doing what you were told to do.
Like I finish a warm. So when we cool down from the AIS, and let's say I want to do 4.5K cool down, I'm often like a few 100 meters short. So I actually do one lap of the car park.
Yeah, you would.
As opposed to going out 100 and back 100.
I got you pegged as one of these guys. Most things you do are in the kook department.
Disciplined.
Andy's got the next one, boys.
Hey, boys. Another Andy here. Kook or core, running with a phone in your hand. Not in a belt, tucked away so you can take a photo of the nice sunrise or the dog that's chasing you down the road, but running with a phone in your hand.
I don't think there's many core lords doing it.
Running with a phone full stop is kook. It's just not required. Running with podcasts and music is kook. Like, core lords don't need that shit. They're out there for the run. They're out there for the, just the authenticity of the run. They don't need outside things to keep them entertained. They're there to get better at running. So I think just full stop, phones are kook.
Yeah.
What about
tech in general, Moose? Wouldn't it? Like we're talking about GPS.
Yeah,
watches.
for sure. Yeah.
But I know you guys have brought up in the past when I've said how I've had a couple of close encounters with snakes in mulligans that maybe I should have my phone on those sort of days, which I never do. So you're saying, Moose, like the core lords don't care about the snakes. They're still not taking a phone with them.
No one's calling the core lord a smart person or a logical person or like a safe person. They're calling them a core lord.
Venom out. If they get bitten by a snake, they're sucking that venom out, Croaks, and just limping out of there.
They're just kicking that thing back in the bush and on they go. They're not letting a snake bite them.
Good one.
They've also, you know what else? They're also wearing big, thick, like explorer-like socks as well.
Yeah. Snakes can't get through them.
So then who do you know? Who's the most famous runner that you know, or well-known runner that runs with a phone in their hand?
Well, it's Ed Goddard, of course.
Yeah. Even in races.
Did he run City2Surf with a phone?
I didn't notice it, but I know he's run like Sydney 10, New South Wales half marathon champs with his phone in his hand.
Yeah.
He blares the music out of it though, doesn't he? That's why he does it.
Don't know.
How painful would that be if you're in a pack with a bloke with music playing out of his phone?
Yeah.
Not that I would ever be in a pack with him.
Well, if it's drowning out Brady, it's probably not a bad thing.
Yeah, true.
We had great chats yesterday, boys. Oh, chat. That was Kugel Core Patreon supporters. We'll put the link in this one as well. They're good. We've set a high standard. Keep them coming. Need some new ones for next week. Listener question, Croaks.
All right. This episode's listener question is proudly brought to you by Precision Fuel and Hydration. And I'm going with a question from Tom here. When hitting a busy period of general life, what aspects of training should be the priority? I like this question.
As long as you can fit in 12 hours, Tom, you'll be fine. Long run. Protect the long run.
Yep. That was one of mine was a long run and some element of consistency. It's like, yes, maybe you can't train as much as you'd like to, but just doing little bits regularly is better than having massive gaps of no training.
Would you try to hit a workout in there?
Well, for me, consistency and the long run would be the priorities for me. Like in terms of, I think you're going to maintain a pretty good level of fitness if you're being consistent and you've got a long run in there once a week.
Yeah.
Because you can always just throw a few surges into a run as well as a semi-workout.
Even just be like, just punch the hills. Do you know what I mean? Work some hills. stuff
throw
like
some
that.
throw some strides in at the end.
A couple of surges, a couple of strides. Pick it up for 30 minutes at the end to a bit of tempo effort. What are you saying to this, Moose?
Consistency can, like, a busy period of general life, consistency is often what falls down. Like that, that's what stops you being consistent. So I'm thinking the question is more like, if you can't be consistent, what aspects of training should you prioritize? Like, and that's when you said long run, but you can't do a long run if you're only training like sporadically, can you? You're better off like, yeah. I mean, consistency is the right answer for anybody at any given time. With if they've got all the time in the world, it's still consistency is the top answer.
See, I guess with my mentality on this question, if I was in a super busy part of my life and I couldn't train consistently, then my, I guess, goals for competing and like the problem with me is if I'm not consistent, missing one day turns into missing two, turns into missing three, and then I'm like, well, what's the point? I'm not being consistent, so I'm not going to be fit anyway. I'm just going to run for general, mental health for 30 minutes. So for me, like the consistency has always been that if I want to perform, I know that being consistency is the key.
Mm. Yeah, I guess it depends on what Tom's doing. So hypothetically, let's just say he does one workout, 2 jogs and a long run. Now he's got a real busy period in his life coming up. What do you say? Hey, okay, let's cut that and try to prioritize this and this.
Yeah, so cut the workouts, just get out for as much running as you can do, but try and have one run that's longer per week. Because you want to maintain, like during the busy period, you want to maintain.
Not going to lose fitness.
Yeah, that's it. You want to maintain so that when you do have more time, it's not such a,
Don't you think it's worth running more intensity then if you've only got a small opportunity through the week or a limited number of opportunities? Wouldn't you go, oh, well, I'll do the workout, I'll work on my VO2 max or I'll work on my threshold rather than running like a lower aerobic type run?
Yeah, imagine like a 10 by 1 minute hard, 30 seconds float, 15-minute workout, 15-minute warm-up, 5-minute cool down. Like I'd be getting more out of that than going for 30 or 40 minutes time on feet.
But then like the flip side of that is if you're in a busy period of general life, you're normally like just cooked anyway. You don't have the energy to want to go and absolutely bury yourself. And so you're better off cutting your losses and going, hey, at least me getting out and running regularly, even though it's just easy, is going to at least maintain some fitness. Because obviously if you're really busy and tired, the last thing you often want to do is go and run super hard.
Well, if you feel good, then do a workout. You kind of got to go, like I'm literally in this period right now. And I like, I'll go day to day. If I wake up like feeling good, then today I might do the workout that I was planning. If I wake up feeling average, it's not a workout day to day. That's getting pushed back, or I'm just going to jog, or I'm going to have a day off too. So it's I feel like you got to be a little bit more flexible. So you can't just like lock into this system. And I know everyone says structure and routine and systems the key, but it's not if your life is unpredictable. You can't, like, it doesn't work for everybody to have structure.
Yeah, well put. So you got to have that flexibility. And you're just listening to your body, aren't you? Like if you're having a terrible night with the kids, the twins, it's like, well, I'm listening to the signs of my body. I've had 2 hours sleep. It would be stupid to do that.
That's what's in my head. If I've had a long period at 2 to 3 a.m. or to 3 to 4 a.m. or something, I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to be up. I wanted to do a workout tomorrow. It ain't happening. So we'll change something here.
And then do you also go like, but if this week I can tick off one of the workouts with Ali and a minimum of 80 minutes with the group on Sunday, it's a pass mark.
Yeah, well, I don't have pass marks.
Well, you know what I mean. That's what you'd like to get to.
Yeah. Well, I'd like
You're not
to
saying, hey, I've got to hit that double. I've got to get onto the bike. I've got to get into the gym. It's just like, that would be nice to be able to get through at the end of the week.
If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the one thing I'm seeing from you, Moose, with your Strava is like, although you're not training the way that you like normally train or like to, you have had some element of consistency over the last 6 weeks. And that element of consistency is leading to fitness gains.
Yeah. I've definitely tried to make sure I get out for that 25 to 30 minutes, even if I've had that rough night. And it's difficult because it's a time thing, but at some point I got to walk this dog. And a lot of the time it's like I'm walking the dog. Like I'll go out and just take the dog and that's my excuse to get out. And you can call it training or whatever, but it leads, like you said, it leads to a more consistent training base, even if it is only 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Good one, boys. That was brought to you by Precision Fuel and Hydration. Visit precisionhydration.com and use the code IRP2026 for 15% off your first order. European champs are coming up. Jakob returns to race in the 5K. What do you know when that is, Croaks? What day of the week?
So it's just, so they started like right now. So this would be the morning session over there, Monday morning. And I think the 5K final is actually like tonight their time. So it'll be like early hours of Tuesday morning for us.
Okay. That's
so when
good.
most people are listening to this, the 5K will have already been run.
We've got Chriso from Norway Wednesday night. We were meant to do it last Friday, but Toby got sick. He pulled a couple of sickies in at work, Moose.
Yeah, we did get a sickie come through from Toby.
Oh,
and funny story.
I wasn't sure if he was just doing podcast sickies. How sick was he?
Well, he got sick on Thursday night, and then he pulled the pin on Friday. And then I went in on Saturday morning, and I'm like, what the fuck did Toby do yesterday? He didn't do anything. So I sent him a message. I'm like, what's going on? Like, why is all this shit not done? I forgot that he was sick.
Did someone actually open the store or just
No, someone was there, yeah, but like all his jobs gotcha. Weren't done. And I was like, what did you even do yesterday, Toby? I forgot that he was sick.
Yeah, he was sick. So we got Chriso and Toby on the monthly on Wednesday night. So keep an eye for that one, Patreon supporters. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how he goes, Croaks. Also, keep an eye out. Shocks and the TCS Sydney Marathon, presented by ASICS, have a co-branded edition of their headphones, boys. You would have got these in the mail last week, Croaks. Is this what you got?
Well, I haven't got them yet because remember the whole
the whole postage story.
They don't. Yeah, so I'll get a notification in the next few days saying come and pick up your parcel.
This is what it is. Very limited edition. So thank you to the team at Shocks for sending it to us. Only going to be able to get them at the expo at Sydney Marathon. Shocks, obviously a big supporter of our podcast, and they're a partner of our live show on the Sunday afternoon, which tickets did sell out. Patreon supporters only, and I think they went in like 4.5 minutes. So a massive thank you to people that got a ticket for that one. It's going to be a fun afternoon. But a bit of blue, a bit of yellow. You've got the Opera House on there. This is pretty cool how they do these. I think they do it with most of the majors. But yeah, Sydney Marathon running show presented by ASICS is the place where you want to be to get your hands on some of those. What's coming up in your life, Moose, between now and next week?
Got Shoe Geeks on Wednesday. We've got the regular Shoe Geeks where we talk about the new product that drops. That'll be that Patreon-only Shoe Geeks. And chance I'm in Canberra on Thursday. Yeah, nothing this weekend, I don't think. There's no races out there.
No, I think it's pretty quiet, which is
week.
good.
Yeah, quiet.
Because we got some busy, like Sydney's going to roll around really quick.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait, actually. I'm really looking forward to it.
And warmer weather.
Yeah. No, not really that, but...
That's what I'm looking forward to. It's still cold here.
Is Sydney much warmer?
Did you see the pictures of City2Surf, mate? It looked awesome.
Oh, no, not really.
Do you think genius move for Andy to run City2Surf back on that? Like, get the confidence back up. It's a pretty race, like, comes with a bit of social media hype. I think it's a brilliant move.
It's a good run.
Gets him in Sydney.
Much better run than the half he rode on the Gold Coast. Like, clearly it's progressed since then.
Yeah, I reckon that was a good move. put him out, get him out of the training paddock. What are you doing, Croaks? Are you going to Thailand?
Going to Thailand. So,
Safe
I'll
travels, get the kids in the kids club.
chat to you guys in 2 weeks.
Let loose. Big name guest next week, Moose. Big name co-host. Will come with receipts, so be ready.
We got a few things. Few people been sending some stuff in. Got some ammo lined up ourselves.
Have we?
Treadmill related, Moose?
Yeah, I loved it.
Australian record holder.
Got the double woodway set up, the double barrel woodways.
Gonna be fun. Thanks for tuning in, listeners. OG Monthly Wednesday night, Road to Somewhere Thursday morning, Shoe Geeks Wednesday. There's going to be 3 bonus episodes. Safe travels, Croaks. Enjoy it over there.
Thanks, guys. Chat soon.
See ya.
Thanks to Precision Fuel and Hydration for sponsoring this episode. Precision Fuel and Hydration is the answer to fuel your next marathon. Their free online planner helps you nail your sodium and carb intake so you don't fade when it matters most. Visit precisionhydration.com, and while you're there, place your first order and get 15% off when you use the code IRP2026.